Good evening, Center Pepin Maple students. So the first part of this lesson, which I described in the email, was that you were going outside looking for a bird and looking to find some field notes about the bird. What is the color? What's the size of it? Is there a color pattern around the bird? So once you have gathered those field notes, you're coming inside. Now we're actually going to draw the bird. This is a robin, and we are going to be drawing a generic bird, but then you can make it into whatever bird that it is that you saw outside. The supplies that we're going to use are a TP empty roll of TP, the bottom circle of tomato jar. We're going to be using adult scissors because you can change the size of the triangle it can make, the angle line. You will need an adult to assist you with these, so please check in with them before you handle them. They can be very sharp cutting here, so we don't want anybody to get injured. And a pencil. So the first thing that we're going to do is to trace our head. So I'm going to place this somewhat near the top of the paper, but not the very tip top. And I'm going to trace around the cylinder. There you go. If you didn't trace it perfectly, it's okay. You can go back and add in the lines, and you can erase. Things move, that's fine. Now for the bottom of the jar, you don't want the lid, you really do want the bottom. And then you're going to line this up at a diagonal. And then you're going to trace around. And you take it off. Now you can see I have this weird line that's not part of my circle, so I can erase that. This is why it's really important to do it with pencil, and then you can just go ahead and finish off that line. Okay, so now the scissors. You're going to take the scissors, you're going to open them up, and you can have an adult do this, or adult supervising, whatever you the adult feels is important for the age of the child. And you want to have it so as if this is a beak of a bird and it's just grabbing a pebble from the sand. Okay, so it wants to be just touching the edges of that circle, and you want it to be angling down towards the edge of the paper. So I'm going to hold this, and then I'm going to trace inside there. And then to get to the very tip of the wing, I am going to make a rectangle. And then finish it like that. Okay, so this does not look like a bird, but we're just starting, okay? So now you're going to think about, and maybe you were able to take a picture of your bird. You're going to make the beak. Now I'm going to stick with my robin. When I did draw this, I had my phone here and I was actually looking at a picture of a robin. So I'm not basing it on memory. I can't do art like that. Some can. It's called photogenic memorization. But what we're going to do is I'm just going to base it off what I drew already, but maybe you have your picture of your bird in front of you. So this bird, the beak kind of starts inside the circle, comes out, and then it has a little bit of a curved angle at the tip, and then it comes back in to here. That is basically a triangle. Okay, so for my younger students, maybe it's just a triangle. And for my older students, maybe really try to look at the details of the lines that you have. Maybe it's the triangle that you start with, and then you add a little bit of the curved lines within there. Okay. Then I'm gonna go with the wing. So here's the wing. It kind of curves at near the top, curves down and past this circle that I've already created. So I start here. I make a curved line that goes, goes away and then back towards the body. It goes past this circle here and then reconnects with that bottom triangle. And then you can erase some of those lines. And you can erase this line too. For the neck, we need to use curved lines to connect the neck to the body. So maybe your bird has a big belly, so maybe the line connects there, maybe it connects here. Depending on your bird, you having connecting lines connect the body to the head. Okay, so I'm gonna just imagine that that's the line. And then you can erase these. For the eye, obviously a circle, but when you're looking at a picture of your bird, maybe you can see the details of, maybe there's lines at the top here, and there's circles around the eye. For the feet, there are rectangles that are at a diagonal going away from the body. Remember, that's vertical, diagonal, and horizontal lines. So this is a diagonal line, and then the foot continues, and then you have a horizontal line to finish. You can add some curves to that to give it the more detail. Once again, that all depends on the grade and the age of the child. And then you can go ahead and make one smaller behind it for that second foot. Go ahead and add some texture for the wings. I'm kind of rushing here, but you can draw the details of the feathers, and there you have your bird. Then you go in, we have our primary colors, yellow, this is orange, and this is red. But then this crayon set also has some intermediate colors. So I'm gonna go in with yellow-orange to do the chest of the bird. But I noticed that near the wings, it was a little bit more of a red. So I would maybe take out the this orange because it's a red-orange, but it's not quite red. So then I would add the details there. And there you go. You're just gonna keep coloring it as you find fit. I'm not gonna do the whole bird for you because it's basically the drawing is the lesson. But really look at the details and see what else you can add to make your bird really look like the one that you saw outside. I hope you enjoyed this lesson. If you have any questions, even if you're like, I don't know the name of this bird, but this is what I found. I started having a lot of interest in birds lately, and I'd love to talk to you about it. So feel free to email me, and please email me your final bird. I would love to see it. Have a great day. Bye.